Hey guys, sorry I couldn't be here with you 6th hour. Please be super nice to the sub. As you are finding page 12 in your note packet, I just want to review a couple of things. Don't write down the green. If we had like 2x plus 7x, I know we could add those together and we would get 9x. What we're going to be doing today is adding things like 2 square root 3 plus 7 square root 3, and we're going to get 9 square root 3. So we're not doing super tough stuff today. It's just like adding variables. So let's jump down into our notes. So our learning target is to add and subtract radical expressions. You can only add and subtract like radicals. You can always multiply and divide. Adding and subtracting are always picky. So the steps we're going to follow are first to simplify the radical, and then make sure the terms are alike before we get carried away. We add and subtract the coefficients outside. Those are the numbers outside, but do not change the radicand. So some things that we have to double check is sometimes our radicals are not alike. Like on this one, 5x, 6y, those are not like terms, so you cannot add them. They don't line up. Over here, these almost look like terms, except that's an index of 3. That's a square root with an index of 2. They are not like terms. So let's come down to the bottom here, where we're going to add and subtract these following radicals. First step, we try to simplify. The 14 doesn't break down in the square root. So we know we have like terms because they're both 14 and 14. So we add the coefficients out front. We do not add the 14s. It's just 10 and keep the square root of 14. In this next problem, we have 2 like terms and then 1 lonely term. Let's put our like terms together. The coefficient 2 minus 8 gives us negative 6. Keep the radical 7. And then plus 3 square root 10. I'm talking really fast because I'm trying to get this done during lunch. Please feel free to pause it. If Mrs. Kraft asks one of you to use the computer and do the driving, please help out with that. Okay, next problem. We have 3 terms, but they are all like terms because they all have that cube root of 3x under them. So all we need to do is add our coefficients. 5 plus 4, remember the invisible 1. When we put 5 plus 4 minus 1 together, we get 8. So that's the quick, fast way on how do you add and subtract radicals. Well, sometimes they're not so nice because here on page 13, 12, 75, 3 are not like terms, but they will be. When we think of x squared, we can break 12 down into 4 times 3 because the square root of 4 is 2, and we're left with radical 3. 75 can break into 25 times 3. Square root of 25 is 5. Square root 3. And then this negative square root 3 is just going to come along. We are going to remember that there's a 1 in front of it. Let's add up our coefficients, 2 plus 5 minus 1. And do not add the radicals. Okay. At this point, push pause, and at your tables, go through, where did I get the 2, the 3, the 5, the 3? Where did I get every step? Push pause. And welcome back. On this next problem, we need to break up our radicands. It's a cube root, so on my blue sheet, I'm looking under x cubed. And the biggest number that's going to go into 250 is 125. So I'm going to say that's 125 times 2. And the cube root of 125 is 5 times the cube root of 2 plus 54, when we look at that, 27 goes in 2 times. So 27 times 2. The cube root of 27 is 3, and the 2 remains in the box. Minus. It's tempting with 16 to say, oh, 4 times 4, but we're cube rooting. So under the cube root, we want to use it 16 as 8 times 2. Because the cube root of 8 is 2, and this 2 we're left with. So again, let's add those up. 5 plus 3 minus 2 is 6 times the cube root of 2. Please pause at this point. Answer any questions that you guys have with one another. You're smart. I know you can figure this out. Welcome back. We're going to put a hold on this bottom till tomorrow. So let's look at the very last page of our note packet. Now we are multiplying, which we totally get, the binomial, right, because there's 2 terms in here, binomial radical expressions. And it's FOIL, just like always. So I'm going to distribute my first term. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 5 is the square root of 5. Then I need to distribute square root of 5 times 2. That's going to be 2 square root 5. And the square root of 5 times the square root of 5 is the square root of 25. But to save myself a little trouble, I'm just going to think of the square root of 25 as 5. And now we have like terms that go together. The 2 and the 5 don't have any radicals attached to them, so we just add them up. They're just normal numbers. And then we have 1 square root 5 is a like term to 2 square root 5. Add the coefficients out front and keep the radical. Again, if you have questions, pause, ask one another. You guys are smart. You can figure this out. Same thing on this next problem. Let's distribute the 2. So we have 10. 2 times negative square root 2 is negative 2 square root 2. Square root of 3 times 5 would be a positive 5 root 3. Square root of 2 times the square root of 3. We can always multiply. It's the adding that we can't. So we can do 3 times 2 and get the square root of 6. If we look at these, we don't have any like terms, and none of our square roots are going to break down. So believe it or not, that is our simplified answer. Let's move over to this next one. So we have 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times negative 3 square root 7. 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. Keep the square root of 7. And then we've got 2 root 3 times 2, which would be 4 root 3. I times the coefficients up front. And then we've got to do 2 root 3 times negative 3 root 7. So it's going to be a negative. Multiply the outside numbers. 2 times 3 is 6. Multiply the radical numbers. 3 times 7 is 21. 21, 3, 7. Do not simplify. They are not like terms. So we're done. And finally, I would please like you to add this parenthesis of 3 plus square root 7 squared. Remember, when we're squaring something, it means that we're going to multiply it by itself. Oops, I didn't mean that to. And then we set about to multiply, following multiplying rules. So 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times square root 7 will be 3 square root 7. And we have to distribute the square root of 7 also. Square root of 7 times 3 is 3 square root of 7. So we've got 2 of them, we'll deal later. The square root of 7 times the square root of 7 is the square root of 49. But if I were doing this on my paper, I would have just written 7. Because the square root of 49 is 7. Then we want to put our like terms together. 9 and 7 are like terms. And they have to be like terms in order to add. So in green here, we got 16. And then 3 square root 7 and 3 square root 7 are like terms. We keep that square root 7, add the coefficients. 3 plus 3 is 6. And that is our final answer. So this is really fast. You can always back it up, re-watch parts, whatever you need. Our assignment today is threefold. You're going to do your worksheet, whoops, I didn't mean that, 6.3a, just 1 through 16, please. Don't cross out the back, just stop after 16. You can start your note card for Friday's test. Don't write on the back of the blue sheet. This is a new note card. They're on the corner of my desk. You can write on both sides of the note card. Don't write on the back of your blue sheet. For the test, you'll use your blue sheet and one note card both sides. And then, for my super duper overachievers, please skip over a page in your worksheet packet and then start the chapter 6A review. And so let's get going on some of our worksheets here. The very first problem, they are indeed like terms. They both have a square root of 6. Now remember, there's an invisible 1 there. So our answer would be 6 square root 6. I do want to jump over to number 6 because we've got coefficients out front of radicals that are going to simplify. So what happens is we're going to keep that 14, we're going to keep that minus 3. Everything's just kind of on hold for now. We're going to break up the square root of 20. So that would be 4 times 5. The square root of 4 is 2. But we already have a 14 out there, and we don't want 142. So we have to say the 14 that was there times the square root of 4, and then times 5. Similarly, we can break up 125 into 25 times 5. The square root of 25 is 5. That comes after the 3 times 5. And this 5 gets stuck in the square root. Now I'm going to multiply 14 times 2. That's 28. When we look at this part, there is not a second square root, so we just keep the 5. Looking at the second set of terms, negative 3 times 5 would be negative 15, and then times square root 5. Switching over to our addition-subtraction rules, 28 minus 15 is 13. Do not add or subtract the radical. Good luck on these. Be on super good behavior. As long as you're working, you may switch places. Limit the bathroom passes, maybe one person at a time. If you have any questions, ask Mrs. Kraft. She is fantastic. I will see you guys tomorrow, for real.